Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and hence
He got
Tom.
to win the Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comic. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, be the ultimate truth.
That's right, gang. We are back and better than our last show, we hope. You can see in your upper right there, sitting in for Nick Athen will be the Juice Kid, Anonymous Mango. Not anonymous anymore, baby. We're 3 years into this thing. But it's Red Friday, week 6. Week 6 got started last night with a bang in MetLife. We'll talk about that game a little bit as we move on here. But Mango, this is what third week in a row in the UK with NFL football. What's the sense of it around? What's the scuttlebutt around town? How's it going?
You know, people are really loving it. I think it definitely feels like there's more of an appetite for it this year than maybe years prior. So it's nice to see, you know, people get involved with it who necessarily are fans of the sports and learning about it. So yeah, it's been great to see, and you know, it's always good to have the sport over in England.
Now, do you typically see, is it just on game day, or do you see like jerseys of all 32 teams during the course of the week? You're out and about with your friends. Do you see like all the different colors and so forth from the different teams?
I mean, unfortunately, I know they're not playing over here this year, but unfortunately, there is quite a lot of support for the Raiders for some reason over in England.
Hey, they're global, man. They're global.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not just restricted to the game day, especially in the leading up to it. I mean, all year round, to be fair, but definitely more so when, you know, it's game time over here. You do see you do see the groups of the jerseys around, which is always nice to see fellow fans of the sport.
Yeah, it's awesome because, I mean, you only get whatever, 3 games a year. You get the Jags, you know, at least one of those games every year. So, you know, the rotation is what it is. You're only going to get a few coming through there each year. So I think it's just cool as hell. It's almost like a Super Bowl look to it every time they have a game. So Broncos, Jets, I don't know how great a matchup that's going to be. Maybe the Jets show up and actually make it a game. But yeah, so we continue with the international series. Got the Chiefs coming up on Sunday Night Football against the Lions coming into town. Let's keep that Honolulu blue out of Arrowhead. Can we do that this time, please? Please, can we do that? But of course, as always, joining us, hence Todd, Coach Andre Tillman, and yes, your humble pinch hit host, Lou Montagna.
So with that said, we want to thank everybody for joining in. We want to thank Ruben, Ken Sinclair, DS, who else? And Sam Pears. You know, we want to thank all you guys for coming in. So with that said, man, guys, let's get right into Underdog.
That's right. Our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Play now in Missouri. Play now, today. Sign up often. Keep playing. So you play higher or lower. It's really easy. You go in, you pick your favorite players, you pick your favorite teams, different situation, different props during the course of an NFL Sunday. Of course, there's other sports as well, but the NFL is dominating the calendar right now. So, yeah, pick your favorites, go high, low, play 5. If that doesn't work out, they get you 50 in bonus plays, which is a steal. Nick, you're entered into this lottery ticket that we're going to be giving away, a pretty substantial piece of memorabilia worth up to $1,000. So there's really nothing to lose. So if you haven't signed up, you haven't tried the game, go ahead, sign up, scan the QR code, use the promo code @Chiefs Blitz, and get yourself started. And you don't have to bet millions. $5 get you rolling. So let's go. As well as the Chiefs shop is open. This one item, there's more items there. This is like a featured item, if you would, because to me, I feel this is worth a hell of a lot more. You've got Chiefs Hall of Famers signed ball. I mean, this is encased, free shipping, all the perks. I think Nick offered it at $12.50. I think he'll still honor that. So if you really love Chiefs memorabilia, or somebody that does, or you're looking for a Christmas gift for somebody special that's a fan, you can't go wrong here. You really can't go wrong. I'm sure it's worth a hell of a lot more than that. And of course, we still have up until the 16th, I think you have to sign up for the Ultimate Ride, the DT Mercedes raffle here. It is to benefit the Third and Long Foundation. That was Neil Smith and Derek Thomas for children's literacy and some other things that they're involved in, as well as Duron Cherry's foundation. So $100, get you a chance at the car. Worst case, a little bit of a write-off for you. It's going to charity. So, full service here at the Chiefs Blitz, 4 guys in a bar.
Yeah, we got everything for you, man. And with that said, we got the most, I know Chiefs too, but my most funnest game on the market. Fact or
Coach loves it when absolutely loves it when you say that. So I appreciate it. Okay, here we go, gang. That's right. And you know what Hensley's talking about. It's Friday. It's Jackson Tap Day. I'm going to read a series of statements that are news around the league for the most part. 2 from outside of the Chiefs Kingdom, and then the last one usually is reserved for Chiefs Kingdom. And then you can kind of chime in the chat whether you feel it's fact or cap and kind of why you feel that way. So here we go. In the news, I mentioned it at the top, the Eagles-Giants last night. Eagles big favorite going into MetLife. Last Saturday, the Eagles were 4-0, riding high. Still, there was some scuttlebutt, some things going on around their building. But here we are just a few days later, and they're 4-2, and the world is crashing in. You got scoreless halves happening, the talk of no imagination on the offensive side, drama always, and it was this way last year, the year before, and so forth. Now a beatdown to a team that last lost to the New Orleans Saints. And in that Saints game, these same Giants turned the ball over 5 consecutive possessions in the second half. I mean, this did not look like a team that was going to be able to do this. And on top of that, earlier in the week, you got the sit down with Jalen and Saquon and A.J. Brown. And then A.J. Brown's kind of distancing himself from it. He doesn't recall if it happened or it wasn't me or whatever. It's just always drama with this team. So here's the thing. Here's the statement. At long last, the Eagles are broken. Again. Fact or cap? Hensley.
I would say that is a fact. I think the Broncos put out the blueprint to break them. So I would feel like there is a fact that they broke, man, and they arguing. AJ Brown saying, I don't know if I was a part of the meeting. I was in there. It was just between Saquon Barkley and me, the quarterback, but I wasn't there. You know what I mean? So before the trade deadline, I don't see AJ Brown in the Eagles uniform much longer. So yes, I think they are broke.
Interesting. AJ gone in just a few weeks. Mango, what are you feeling?
I'm gonna also say fact. I think the fall down of the Eagles would have began week 2 if it wasn't for that goal line interception from Travis Kelce. I mean, it just feels like they're not a team, if that makes sense. It just feels like a bunch of individuals.
There it is.
At the moment.
You
there
did find it. This encapsulates the Eagles right now. This is just the greatest picture I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel
Can
like.
you imagine what that conversation is?
It just doesn't feel like a collective unit right now. And, I mean, they're saying that they're together and that it's all going to, come to fruition in the end. But there's just that underlying feeling that it's just not gonna. So, fact. I'm going to go fact.
Let's go, Coach.
You're muted, sir. You got to unmute yourself.
I got you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That was probably the best take you've had in years.
Oh man, it was. No, listen.
And nobody heard it.
No, honestly, guys, I think it's the offensive coordinator for real, because I feel like they lost their identity. They try to cater to AJ Brown and Smith and whatnot, and they lost their identity because they're trying to please everybody. Last year it was our Saquon Barkley. The Eagles had an identity. Right, so now they're in an identity crisis right now. So right now, yeah, I'm gonna have to go fact right now just because of that. But can they get back on board? I don't know. Just depends, man. Too many egos. The Eagles are starting to show.
I'm feeling the identity piece of it.
The Eagles.
But if they were catering to AJ and Devontae, I don't think we'd see that picture, and I don't think there would have been a sit down. So I don't think they're really. I mean, I think the opposite is true. They're trying. I mean, they want the ball more because they figure, hey, we can make the plays when we need to make them. Yeah, there's just a lot going on there. First, I mean, and I'm not going to throw Devontae under the bus. I think because AJ's been a little bit more open about his displeasure, if you would. And this goes back to last season, even the season before when they were like 10-1. And it didn't look quite right. And then all of a sudden they just started losing games. I think they lost their last 6. They go into Tampa Bay and get the doors blown off them in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Last year, they kind of turned it around. They were 2-2. And like you said, Coach, they didn't really know what their identity was. You had Kellen Moore up there, who was known as more of a throwing type offense. And I think he decided at that point, or it was decided for him, hey, we're going to lean into this running game. Now, the other thing is, Saquon was busting 50, 60, 70-yard runs on the regular last year. And they're not really getting that. You saw a couple of big plays last night. I mean, one with like 18 yards, 13 yards on the first possession, but then it kind of stopped. And Hurts, I don't know. I think, again, if you put the game on him, it does kind of go a little haywire, except for, of course, in the Super Bowl, which for some reason he kind of took over the game. So I don't know how to explain any of that. Let me
ask you this, Lou. Is it exposing Jalen Hurts right now? Is it really exposing him? I don't think it's as a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exposing him, but they're awfully simple on offense. Any of the analysts, the guys that break down film and whatever, what they do is pretty basic. They might run about 15 plays. I mean, really, they only have about 15 different plays. And you see that Jalen is, a lot of times, he is really throwing outside the numbers, whether they're on outs or just going up the rail, 9 route, whatever. I mean, that's kind of where he lives. And you can see on the last one that got picked off, and I think they even talked about it on the broadcast. I think Herb Street or Al Michael, like that's like the 5th pass in a row he's thrown to his left outside the numbers. And then finally the DB's like, hey, okay, here it comes. And he almost gets the pick 6. So, and of course, you break film down and you kind of stop it up. You're always going to find open guys. But as luck should have it, AJ was kind of coming across, and I mean, if he rips that seam ball, he probably has a touchdown. So yeah, I don't. And then the Phillies lose last night. They lose the series to the Dodgers. I would have loved to just listen to Philly talk radio today to hear those fans, because they don't hold back. They will rip everybody. These guys got to go. And it's all going to fall on Sirianni, right? I mean, what you guys are saying is true, is that it's a culture thing. It's an identity thing, whatever. It ultimately falls on him. So, all right. So, yeah, the Eagles
starting to expose themselves. It's starting to be unraveled. They're starting to unravel.
All right. So, we'll stick in the NFC East. And, of course, Dallas's favorite son, Jerry Jones, in the news, of course, again. Last weekend, he could be seen at MetLife again, but this time they're playing the Jets. And Jerry's having some fun with the fans. Gets fined $250, right? There you go. He's flipping the bird a little bit there in New Jersey. Now, and he gets fined $250,000. David Tepper, I don't know, it was last year, 2 years ago. He's in Jacksonville. He threw a drink on a fan, and he only got hit with $300,000. So what? I don't know, man. For all that Jerry does for the league and what a lightning rod he is, not a whole lot of favor from the commissioner there. But yeah. Anyway, his explanation was just amazing. Basically, having fun with the fans, meant it as a thumbs up. So the statement is this. Jerry's explanation tracks, and hey, he's just given a New Jersey hello with that middle finger. Fact or cap?
I just said he's just been a fan. I would say fact. You know what I mean? Hey, he's just a fan, and he helped build the sport. And whatever fine he's got is just a receipt, right? It's not paid. It's just a receipt for everybody else can see. He's not paying that money. We all know it's just a receipt, but other than that, I would say, I don't think so. But I'll say with that said, man, hey, he just been a fan, man. Hey, he gotta enjoy the sport too. Yeah, so I would say that would be a fact.
I mean, I find myself in quite the predicament that, unfortunately for me, in two consecutive questions, I find myself agreeing with Hence, which can never be a good thing.
Oh, wow. It's always a good thing.
But I think Hence said it perfectly. I don't know if I can add much more to the conversation. I feel like he should be able to enjoy the game as well. I don't think he should be, he should have to appear a certain way just because he runs the team. I feel like he should be able to let loose and enjoy the game as well. And if that means slipping someone off, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Coach?
You know what? The league's getting soft. They find my coach, Jonathan Gannon, for putting a little love on my man's shoulder pad because he dropped the ball. Now you find the Jerry Jones for showing some love. Man, what happened to interacting with your fans? What happened to interacting with your fans, man? It's called love. I appreciate y'all. Y'all flip me up, I'm going to give you the bird. But the Jerry Jones ain't nothing but chump change. It's pennies to him. We don't give a damn. He don't give a good damn. So, you know what I'm saying? I agree. It's fact.
Money goes to charity. So
money goes to charity.
Everybody wins here. Jerry
good.
gets a even more publicity, so he loves that.
Yeah, man.
The money goes to charity. And he's just, again, that's New Jersey. It's just another way to say hello, right?
Hey,
sure. But I'm gonna say it's Cappy. You just can't do it. You're the owner. You're representing the Shield. It's just, just the way things go in the NFL. That's just not good.
I love that for my GM shit. Hell yeah,
right.
Go show some love. Shit, get some
all
love.
Right, finally, and I'm sure we'll be tapping into this a little bit as the show goes on, as Hence says, the main part of the show.
The main subject.
So, no. I already said it. You can't jump in and say it again. All right, so this is kind of I don't want to say a wake-up call to the Chiefs because they're not sleepwalking. But there's something needed here. You can't really put your finger on it. You talked a little bit about it with the Eagles, and to some degree, not the same way, but there's certainly something going on with our team and how they're not able to kind of finish these games they've been finishing over the last couple of years. So the statement is this. the Chiefs' so-called leaders, and we'll just say Pat, Trav, Chris Jones. There's other guys. Other guys are obviously, but Nick Bolton, you might want to throw into that mix just because of the position he holds on the defense. Can't understand him half the time what he's saying, but I know he means that shit when he means that shit when he says it.
He means that shit.
So I'm running through a wall with him. But the bottom line is the leaders need to pick up their play, show a little urgency, show a little bit more enthusiasm so the guys that haven't been around so long can understand what the standard is. Not just they're hearing it
or what
from the leaders. They need to see it from the leaders. Fact or cap? Hensley.
I would say there's a fact. We can't be on the sideline, pointing at the tablet and say, hey, you see me standing right there watching somebody walk in the end zone? You got to do the same thing. We can't be doing that. We got to be out here in all four sports and let everybody know that, hey, I'm a leader. I'm going to take accountability of my actions on the field, and I'm going to show more. We need more from the leaders because you think about it. Guys got to really lock in, right? If you really think about it, the leaders on the team and the losses that we have caused the losses on the team. Fact or cap? That's right. So I said, have to lock in. Go ahead.
Ain't no Bowden shit.
Come on, it's not time for the bonus topics yet, Hensley. What are we doing? Breaking the segment.
Go ahead, man. Go.
Now I am really conflicted. I'm gonna give you a bit of a half and half answer here. I'm gonna say
no. We don't know. I know you're in a different country and all, but this is the United States. One or the other, man.
Straight shoot it, Mango.
Go ahead, Mango.
No, I am conflicted because if we're going off the leaders you mentioned, I think it's fact for half of them and cap for the other half. Because I think the guys like Patrick and Nick Bolton, I think they've been exceptional so far this year in showing that. People know that I'm not a big Nick Bolton guy. It is whatever, but I think he's playing some of his best ball this year, and he's leading that part of the defense, I'd say. I think it's cap for the guys like Travis and Chris Jones. Chris Jones just hasn't got off the mark this year yet. I mean, and whilst Travis has been getting better each week, he's still having some misses on, the plays you expect him to make. So that's why I'm a bit down the middle, but if we're going overall team, I will go fact, just for your sake, Lou, of having an answer.
All right. Good to hear it.
My shit is definitely a fact, man. Bring the noise and show results, baby. It's all about showing results. Thickums on the sidelines, man, going through tablets and whatnot, making it trying to be a vocal. He's vocally doing it the wrong way because it's not matching with his production. All right, Jalen Hurts already checked him on the field. You know what I'm saying? He crying on the sidelines, man, and my man gave up on the play. Now, we need more from Christopher Jones. We need more from him. We need more. If we don't get more from the guy, I'm just saying, we need more from Christopher Jones. You know what I'm saying? We need more, so I agree. It's a fact. You got to put the stamp on it, man. You got to.
Yeah, it wasn't I call any one player out. I think even though, like Mango said, maybe two of the guys are showing the leadership, maybe the others aren't. Again, I don't know where you come down on that, but the bottom line is whether they are or not, they have to continue to do that. And some of the younger players, meaning, and I've probably said this before, is guys that have been around that maybe aren't as vocal. Not necessarily you got to, stand on the bench and scream at guys, but just to kind of show it by your play on the field. Exactly. George, is Cuffs, guys from that draft class, because whether how young they are or whatever, that's the makeup of the team. It is mostly a young team. So you've been here this is your fourth year. You got to kind of take some of that responsibility on to now. You're not just kind of like an add-on player to make plays occasionally. You're one of the dudes and you've got an extension, George. It's great to have quarterback hurries and pressures. Got to finish those plays, get some sacks. So
finish your meal.
Let's go. More enthusiasm, more urgency.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
play. Let's go.
Yeah,
All right,
right.
gang. That's going to do it for this week's Fact or Cap. As always, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Play now, play often,
and play more. So with that said, let's get into the updates, Mango.
Oh, my screen has frozen one sec.
Go ahead.
There we
Well,
go.
from Matt Derrick,
Okay.
Chiefs coach Andy Reid stays or says, I don't know. He misprinted
Take your
that.
time.
So he
You're good.
says no injuries to report. X practiced and moved around well. Should be no restrictions or limitations. Christian Fulton is a wait and see, he said. So again, this is kind of the rinse and repeat for Christian Fulton. We have no idea based on what coach gives us. So, all right. So Charles Goldman of Gold MCT NFL Chiefs left guard Kingsley Suamataia on his confidence level. I feel great, blessed to be in this situation. The coaches trust me to play guard. Definitely a big improvement from last year. Big growth from me. Let's go, Kingsley.
Confidence. Okay.
And I'm not sure who this is from. The Detroit Lions could potentially be out 4 out of their 5 starting secondary pieces Sunday night. Arnold and Reed are definitely out at corner. Kirby Joseph hasn't practiced all week, and he's probably the most effective of all of them. And Brian Branch is right there with Kirby Joseph. So interesting that this is the situation, but yeah, I mean, this makes it all the more important.
Chiefs should win this game.
For the Chiefs to protect Patrick, because if he has time, he's going against a bunch of backups. It should be like prime time for him.
The defensive line is still stout, though. I mean, shit. I'm just saying,
right? Oh no, absolutely. They can still get after it. But
they can still get after it. You know what I'm saying? That'll make the secondary delicious.
If they can block it, if this line can block it up, Chiefs should eat on the back end.
Exactly.
I just hoping somebody scored. I ain't gonna get into that.
Now get into it. Now say it. Say it.
I just hope somebody.
Is this a last call item?
I'm just saying. I just hope somebody stuck to their score prediction. I just saying. Somebody said before they left off the show on Wednesday.
Okay, let's not talk about people that aren't here. Okay?
Yeah, they said it was picking somebody, but we want to make sure they stick to their score prediction. But with that said, let's
Nick Stradamus. I throw out a little message in our internal chat last night. I said, geez, it looks like the Giants are the Super Bowl winners, not the Eagles tonight. And of course, Nick Stradamus, who comes in hindsight 2020. Well, I said the Giants were going to win. I don't know who you said it to or what.
I was like,
he won again. The guy is like 100%.
He's a money man. He's a money man.
We love you, Nick. Come back soon. Come on.
We love you, Nick. And shout out, happy birthday, Zell.
Happy birthday,
shout out, Zell. Big shout out, happy birthday.
What's he, 10? 10, 11?
10.
I think I'm going to 11. Yeah, 10 or 11. One.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Double digits.
Young man.
Let's get into the show. I ain't gonna say it, but
let's just try to answer some questions that have been puzzling Chiefs fans for this week, maybe.
This is gonna be more the fill in the blank. So I'm gonna have you guys fill in the blank.
All right. So this is a
worksheet.
So,
it gives a worksheet.
Are we, before we get started, are we limited to one word in this, or one word?
It can be one word or one group, or
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's just.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be
short
a
answer. Short answer. Okay, so you start out a sentence. Whatever. Okay, I'll start again. Here we go. To be physical with Amon-Ra St. Brown and eliminate his yak production, we think we're talking about the Chiefs must put blank on him all game, and why. So we got a little more to it now. Little bit of a compound going on. So, Coach, why don't you start us off?
Hell yeah, I will. We should put Connor on them, guys, because your boy is playing the slot. We put Connor on them. Chiefs have been doing it all goddamn year so far, and they believe in Connor. Honestly, might tell you put Noah Williams in that bad boy, or you put Teacups in there, because you keep Noah on the outside. You got Watts on the outside. You put Trent McDuffie in his primary position, because that's what St. Brown plays anyway. I'm just saying. But if y'all want to lose a game, you put Connor in there.
Okay, it looks like the time is up for you, Coach. How about
I'm
that?
just saying.
I mean, I agree with Ruben. I mean, the correct answer is T Cuffs, right? I mean, why would you not put your best corner on arguably their best receiver?
Yeah.
If I see Chamari Connor in the slot against St. Brown, it's over. Game's over. Congratulations, Detroit.
Facts, man.
I mean,
I'm getting this sense we're not feeling too good about 27 right now.
hey, I love him when he plays safety. He cannot be
Yeah.
a slot corner.
Yeah,
Spags
I think the team's probably aware of that. No one has stepped up to really take the outside of having McDuffie play there. So yeah, it's a tough one. What do you say, Hence?
I say you put Noah Williams on him. Noah Williams is the best corner on the team by Pro Football Focus numbers. You put your best corner out there. I know McDuffie is playing. If it's Sam Brown moving the slot, yes, he goes there. But you put that most physical man that's going to stop his yak yards. He's known for what? His yak yards after the catch, and he can tear you up. If Noah Williams is there, you put him on him, you lock him down, and you go from there. I'm gonna put my most physical guy that's shown right now on the field that he's physical. It's Noah Williams, the Golden Jacket Kid. Go ahead, Luke.
All right, so what I say is we Chiefs must put Jared Goff on his ass, and that will stop him from really getting the ball to anybody. So it won't matter who's covering Amon-Ra St. Brown, okay? So that's what we're talking about, getting nasty here, both lines, taking charge, and throwing them around like a rag doll. Now, perchance they don't put him on his ass every single play.
That's right.
You'd like to see, and there's going to be a combination and so forth. I don't think you're going to say, okay, he's going to follow him the entire game. Now, there is going to be a time and there'll be certain calls, and there might be consecutive where Trent is following him. Because then the other part, okay, who's gonna track Jameson? Is it going to be? It's probably going to be Watts Island, or that might be where Noel Williams comes in because he's the longer guy. He's kind of like covering if JMO is the X receiver. Then I agree with you, Hence. But in terms of Amon-Ra, I think you'll see Trent travel with him occasionally, but I think just the greater point for me is pass rush.
Damn, that's nasty though, Lou, because do we have faith in the pass rush right now? I don't know.
Some breaking news from the Chiefs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There are 0 injury designations for the Sunday night game against the Detroit Lions, which is always good to hear.
I'll be maximized on effort.
That just tells me Mango wasn't listening when I was reading. So okay, great.
Hey, what tell me is, man, it don't injury, but we got to maximize on the effort, man. We got to maximize on the effort, man. You gotta get golf on the ground. Gotta get him on the ground, man. Gotta get him on the ground.
Everybody goes there.
You also got to cue up that breaking news music too. Come on now.
I can't find
Diaper Boy in the
All right, what's the barber say? Next.
There we go. Go ahead.
We haven't seen Diaper Boy in a minute. Though.
All right, so to guarantee Chris Jones be dominant from the first snap, he must be aligned exclusively over the Lions blank. Man, do you guys remember the TV game show? Was it was it Match Game or something where it would just be the blank and there'd
Jeopardy.
always be some crazy
Jeopardy?
answers?
No, Jeopardy.
No. And why? Like again, a reappearance of and why. So
you gotta explain it.
Coach, I gave you plenty of time to think.
You did. You gave me some love. You gave me some time. I'm gonna say, hell, line up anywhere. Shit, it doesn't even matter. Shit, line over anybody. It doesn't even matter, man, because he haven't had a sack in almost 4 games, and he went against the weakest offensive lineman. So, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get pressure because you're Chris Jones. That's why. Just get goddamn pressure because you're Chris Jones, man. Because I don't know, guys. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Just get pressure, man. Shit, a lot
So
of everywhere in the goddamn line. A lot of everywhere. Shit.
You're
everywhere.
being paid to answer the question, Coach. No,
I'm gonna be
come on.
paid to answer. I'm gonna do what you do, Lou. Everywhere, shit. Just get pressure on the goddamn person.
We can't all do that. Come
Hell
on.
no, but I'm saying it's just the honest answer, guys.
I got
Get
you. All
pressure
right.
from
I
anywhere.
understand,
Shit.
yeah. I'm with
Go
you.
ahead, Mango.
I'm with you.
100%.
I think, I mean, if Taylor Decker's not going to play, is that a rookie left tackle there then trotting out there?
Yep.
They may even be to their third left tackle. I mean, they've been shuffling. It seems like for most of the season.
They've been shuffling. Yeah.
I mean, I think you could put him at various points against their O line, but if it's not Taylor Decker, I'd have him against whoever is the Lions' left tackle. However, Tate Ratledge is their right guard now.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe if you want to say
A real
Tate's
dog.
got. Yeah. So left tackle or right guard for me.
Bruiser.
I would say you put him over the center, man. Put him back at his key position where he was dominating that, right?
Where is that?
He was in the middle of the field dominating. Now they put him at the outside, right side, got him doing all this. Put him right back at the D tackle position where he was dominating and let the other dogs eat, right? Because if the pressure is coming up the middle in Goff's face, he can't run, right? He can't run. So you put him over the center. Put him over the center and let him eat and let him cook all day. Then let everybody else come around the other side. If Goff is not going to run. So you don't need to be putting Chris Jones on the outside. You don't need to put him on the other side. You need to put him right up the middle, come right up the quarterback's face and let him eat. That's what he's been dominating at, right? That's what he earned his money at. That's where he earned his paycheck at. So you put him right back in his key position. Stop putting him on the outside, because every time I see him at the outside, I'm like, okay, this guy's not. I know he wear 95, but he's not Myles Garrett, right? So we're gonna have him lined up over here, moving over here, doing a crossover, trying to come down like Myles Garrett. No, put him where he eats at, right in the middle, and let him come out there and ball.
Yeah, I think my answers is pretty similar there. Hence, I think the 3 tech is where he's earned his money. And I'm not going to say exclusively. I mean, I think when he does move around, maybe not so like every single play moving here, there, and whatever, because I think some consistency for him would be better. In other words, like I said, shading the center and the guard, either on the right or left side. I don't think he's going to line up as a nose, like right over the center, but I think shading between the guard and the center, either on the right or left side, whatever, however they want to do it. But occasionally you got to put him on the outside.
Don't put him on Sewell.
Just to change it up a little bit. But and as far as why, again, I mean, he even said it, and I think I mentioned this on Monday, is where he came. He said it was like my first sack from the 3 technique in a couple of years. So that might fly in the face of what we're saying here. But I believe that if he plays in there, he's going to take up a little bit more notice of the extra offensive linemen, and maybe hopefully George, Charles, Ashton, some of these guys start to win their matchups and get to the quarterback finally. So
before we move on to the next question, Mango said that everybody practiced. So that means Amari, Mr. Parking Lot practice, correct?
He did, yes.
Oh, thank God I get to see my guy out there. So let's go to the next question. It is fill in the blank. Oh, and you know it is.
Shock.
Okay, Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan man, is the biggest threat. If we commit a player to chip/block him all game, it must be blank. And why? And why is making a big run today?
So basically, he's saying that what player is going to chip him? Man, it's going to have to be Hunt. It's going to be a Kareem Hunt. Will have to be Pac to help out. Maybe a tight end to help him, because like I said, that man is number 1 guys in the league, the number 1 defensive end in the league. Aiden Hutchinson has been dominant, and your boy Taylor gonna get pushed. I can feel the penalties in my spirit. So here's the thing: it's gonna come down to the running backs, ladies and gentlemen. The running backs are gonna have to help out. It's gonna come down to the backs, man.
I'd put Big Bob Tonyan on him. I mean, he's just a dog, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, he's when he's been out there blocking, he I don't think he's whiffed on one yet. He's looked really competent out there. Let him at it, Big Bob Tonyan. This is his time to shine. It's gonna put him on the ground. You heard it first.
I have to say, man, do what you did against the Ravens, right? When they had an extra offensive lineman coming out there as a fullback, you put your biggest guy out there, one of your biggest guys out there, and Wanye Morris. I say be Wanye Morris, right? An extra man, available guy, do this, coming in, available guy, just to be chipping, right? An extra offensive lineman, get Patrick Mahomes time. Like Mango put out earlier, they safeties are out. Most of their safeties are injured. So, hey, you give Patrick Mahomes more time in the pocket. He's not getting a rash. Hey, you put an extra offensive lineman out there. You are not coming like that. I seen the Green Bay Packers did that to us when we played them, right? But they had an extra offensive. It was the Chargers. The Chargers did that too. They had an extra offensive lineman out there, and it was another guy. So he came in as a fullback. Then he came out to chip Chris Jones, and he came out and said, geez, that's amazing game plan there. Hey, I'm going to use the tight end.
Former defensive line.
His arms are too small, hence.
No, I ain't. So I just say he just did a chip.
How you gonna touch him? His arms are too small, man. I mean, I get the scheme though. I do.
I'll go with that. Go ahead, Luke.
So I think it's going to be a combination of that. Whether some plays it'll be one of the backs, some plays it'll be a tight end. If they put in an extra offensive lineman, they tend to not go max protect on plays. I mean, in coach's offense, he likes to get all 5 eligibles out. Occasionally, if there's like a gotta have it thing, or if they have a special play that they think, hey, if we like max protect on this one, we've got something for these guys, we may hit it. But it's going to be either the second or third tight end that's in there, one of the backs. So I don't know that it's going to be one specific guy, but I think Noah, Bob Tonyan,
exactly.
It'll be Travis. It'll be Travis. Sometimes it'll be Pops. It'll be it'll be Kareem. So but that's the guy. You can't let him wreck the game.
All right. Speaking of the game, let's give our keys to victory. Luke.
What are the Chiefs' 3 non-negotiable keys to victory? These are written in stone to dominate the Lions, not just win, dominate.
My keys to victory, ladies and gentlemen, is short and sweet. I've been thinking about this all morning.
Three.
Avoid 3. Also, basically, give 1.
It said 3. No, go.
Okay.
So 3 each.
Here it is.
3 each.
Fucking hell.
Avoid the penalties. Avoid the penalties and cut down on turnovers. When the Chiefs avoid penalties, they win. The majority of the time, they win the game. You cut down on turnovers, man. Mahomes, every time you make a key turnover, man, the Chiefs loses the game. We know about the Eagles, right? We know what happened in Jacksonville. You cut down on those turnovers, and the Chiefs easily win this game. Easily.
Yeah, they've only
also go at A.D.
twice
Hutchinson. I'll also get some help on A.D. Hutchinson too.
Go ahead, Mango.
Gonna keep it short and sweet. Protect Mahomes, number 1, most important one. I'm gonna say stop Gibbs and Montgomery because those two are deadly. Number 3, special teams, get your shit together.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with Mango. Special teams, man. Number 1 for me is special teams. Skilter's last game. We got to get it together. You had big kickoff returns getting called back. You had multiple penalties to put in the offense and back in no man's land. And then number 2, man, the red zone turnovers, not just for Mahomes coaching. You at the 1-yard line. If you find yourself at the 1-yard line, you put in not even Kareem Hunt. You put in Josh Simmons as running back. Let him maul up the middle. Let him get in there and let him get his first big man touchdown, right? Against the Detroit Lions. And number 3, you got to give Mahomes the ball more. If you're going out there to get the sack, right? Goff can't move. He's not Michael Vick. He's not Josh Allen. He's none of these running quarterbacks. If he can't move, you do the old Tomahawk Lee, right? Chop at the ball. Chop at the ball. Show us what Tomahawk Lee showed you, George. Show us what he trained you to do. Chop at the ball. Go after it. So that means that's the 3 I have. Special teams, hey, get in 1-yard line, coaching. You can't get cute, get the score, And other than that, man, hey, you got to get the turnover battle, right? You got to win in the turnover battle. If golf is standing there and it's standing statue, you take the ball away. Go ahead, Luke.
All right. So I would say first, defensive special teams head on a swivel. This team is known for their gadget plays on offense, gadget trick plays, whatever you want to call them, and then fake punts. I think Dan Campbell has run a fake punt at least 3 times every year as a coach. They haven't run one yet, so got to be on the lookout for those. I think that came up in conversation with Tobe, but then the trick plays as well. Whether the coach, the offensive coordinator isn't there anymore, but they're still running trick plays. So those are the things that could get you beat, especially if you're not getting turnovers from them. I'm not too worried about the Chiefs turning the ball over. They've only had 2 turnovers the entire season. I don't know of any team that has had less than that. Maybe there is, but turnovers haven't been a problem as far as now. Again, where they happened, they get magnified because you're given potential points because you're on the doorstep. So I see what your point is there to cut down on those for sure. But they've only turned it over twice. And then offensively, we saw a couple. I mean, I've been calling for these. I think other people have been calling for these too, is more power run scheme. Because if you've got Pops in there, you've got Kareem Hunt in there, you're probably not going to do too well with some of the zone scheme runs. It's just not, it doesn't really help them. Now, Kareem, when he was younger, he was great at it. No problem. I mean, kind of like pick your way, find your hole and go. When they were getting up on these guys, like double team blocks coming in with Kingsley and Creed running up in behind him. That's when Pops made hay. So I would say let's do more of that.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, we're going to get into our score predictions. Have some stuck to their guns, or some have not. We will.
He changed it. I think in your article, wasn't it 51-9?
Nick got an in and in a tie. He said 30-30.
Oh my God.
That's blasphemous than the 51-17.
He can't pick together. Mango got a 34-30. Dre have a 30-14 Lions. Mango 31-17. And me, I think this is going to be a statement game for Sunday. Hey, and the safeties are out. 51-17 Kansas City Chiefs.
Every week.
He changed it.
Don't ever change. Stick with it's a blowout every week.
Hey, I told my wife that. I said, hey, it don't matter what. Until I die, my last words going to say Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Chiefs by 50. No matter what.
But see,
no matter what.
I think I said it on Monday. I don't think it really matters who they play. So they say, well, like Detroit's coming in. I don't think it really matters who they play, right? If they play their game and don't have like these massive penalties, they're going to win.
Exactly.
They're going to win. Exactly. And I know, the national narrative is, oh, well, they're slowing down. They can't win these 1-score games anymore or whatever. But they're right there. That's just it, is that it is just this was off or that was off. And you don't want to be in that position. And that's kind of where they're at right now, is that they get in those positions. And if you're in those positions enough, you're going to lose some of those games. It's just plain and simple. Had a hell of a streak in 1-score games. But it's just like rolling the dice or hands of blackjack. You may win like 10 in a row. Those losing hands are coming. It's just a matter of when and how you position your money on the table. So
I'm gonna tell you another thing, Lou. If you look at the personnel for the Detroit Lions, Williams, he's the fastest guy. When we talking about St. Brown, like who gonna match it with that speed when you don't get pressure on golf?
All their offensive.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
that's what I'm saying. It's like if you don't get pressure on golf, man, I don't think nobody can match it with that speed. Hence, you know how fast this guy is. One of your guys. Then you got Gibbs, another gold jacket from his Gibbs. He got another gold jacket, so it's gonna be great to see what the linebacker is gonna do to cover Gibbs on the outside, man. When they split them open, when they split them out, so we're gonna see, You know what I'm saying? What these guys are going to do. So it's going to be an interesting game.
Spags is going to have to be, have a great plan. He normally does. I'm sure. I mean, now every call is not going to work. Just sometimes. I mean, the other side gets paid too.
Tesla, my guy's going to be out there too, man. My guy going to be out there too, man.
I forgot about Tesla too.
Yeah, that's my guy out there. He's been slowly but surely picking up steam for Detroit. So you know what I'm saying.
Who are we talking about?
Isaac Tesla.
Oh, Isaac Tesla. Yes.
That's my guy. He's been picking up steam, man. Yes. He's been quietly picking up steam for D-Town.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, there's no doubt that, Amon-Ra is one of the top. I don't know. I mean, as far as
all around wide receiver
and just basically a dog out there, he's got to be like a top 5 receiver. I mean, he's the most underrated of the top receivers, just I think because he's small, but he catches everything, gets yards after the catch, will block and everything like that. Jameson Williams, again, he's a little bit more hit and miss. I mean, if he's getting a long ball here and there, so it's not like you don't pay attention to him because he's going to burn you. But
we'll see, Dame. We'll see.
Yeah, so the key to getting the pressure on Goff so he doesn't get comfortable.
That's all it is.
He's able to survey the field. That's really going to be more important than who they have on whom, because at any given time, somebody's going to get beat by one of these great receivers.
Again, a lot of people ain't talking about either. Is Goff is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes.
He is.
I believe. If I go back to the show a couple shows ago, I think I'm the first one to say gonna get beat by D-Town. Remember Chris Jones said out that game? I said I got Detroit get it. So I've been pretty good with the Detroit predictions.
He'd be the first to go 3-0 against Patrick. Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
So I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? I like I said, I know my scores be ridiculous, but hey, I actually see this. I would put my house on a line that I bet this score would be 51-17. Kansas City Chiefs.
You'd be one homeless podcast producer, man.
It'd be podcasting from a parking lot for real.
I'm trying to think of one time the blowout came true.
It was almost with the Baltimore Ravens. He almost came. I was 1 point off.
What did you have, like 45?
Yeah, 45. I was 1 point off. I was close.
Well, 11, but yeah,
man.
Or no, 8, because it was 37-20.
Yeah,
the final. Yeah,
they let off the gas. But hey, I think Andy Reid's gonna have this team well coached, ready to go. Like I said, lock in. They got to lock in because hey, the season is on the line. Would you all agree? This game, the season's on the line. This is a 3-game homestand. You don't want to go down anymore. You know what I mean? Then you got the Raiders coming up, and the Raiders could be a surprise like they did on Christmas. Like everybody thought the Chiefs was going to whoop the Raiders, but they was a surprise, right? They came out of nowhere. So you want to come out here, you want to give yourself some lead room, and I feel like the Chiefs is going to have over my dead body type of game from all of the players, not just Patrick Mahomes, for Chris Jones, all the players, because that was embarrassment. I thought we had the most embarrassing game. It turns out the Philadelphia Eagles had the most embarrassing game as well. So both Super Bowl teams had the most embarrassing games of the year, and I feel like Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night has the time to actually bounce back.
Time out. Hold on.
There it is.
Coach knows exactly where this is.
I know exactly where you're about to go.
I'm pretty sure.
I know exactly what you're about to go.
I know. Embarrassing game of the year happened in the desert.
Oh my God, that hurt my soul, boy. I was hurt.
That was epic. That might be the most embarrassing loss of this century, right?
Because Lou, think about it, Lou. Because we dominated every category in that game, and then you fumbled, you got the ball.
You start that's kind of what I think. That one play just kind of started that was like the domino because he scores there. It's going to go to 28-6 if they kick the extra point, and they're dead. I mean, they're just dead in the water, and not so much.
Man, that right there, that was that hurt. Man, that hurt. The way we lost that game, it hurt. Yeah, I definitely would say that. I definitely.
DS said he agreed with you, Lou. Pac looked good running out the power game. They're not
going to do that all the time. The other thing too is that you notice how much they're in the shotgun. That's the other thing that I would try to change a little bit. Is more under center.
Yeah.
and maybe some more play action off of it, because otherwise it's almost like you're almost telling the defense, here's what's coming. Now, again, the Chiefs do all sorts of different things to keep you confused and keep you guessing. But I just think that would be such a powerful tool for Patrick to have, and to really, one, help the running game, two, maybe use his cadence a little bit too to get some cheap calls, because he does. There's nobody other than Aaron Rodgers that loves himself a free play more than Patrick, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard to get those if you're in the shotgun. But just the play action pass, I think
slows down that pass rush.
That can help. Now, again, the offense is going fine, but it just seems like where the talents of these particular running backs is in that power scheme versus the zone calls. Now, if the package for Brashard, I think he probably fits the zone scheme a little bit better. So maybe you get him involved in that a little bit more. And his snap count has kind of.
I think honestly, if you look at the pass rush for real, I think you run the ball, create play action pass, slow down AD Hutchinson. You slow that down. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to just go out, step back, and have a bunch of the drop backs and whatnot, because you got to slow them down. And with the run game, you establish the run game first. They don't have to be as dominant, but do just enough to slow them down. And I think Patton will be fine, because, again, the secondary from Detroit is depleted. It is depleted right now. So you stop slowing him down, the Chiefs can tee off on the secondary.
Yeah, you're never going to take it out of Patrick's hands. You're going to throw at least 35 times a game. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's just in the book beforehand. And hopefully it doesn't get too much more than that, because usually that means they're behind and they're, trying to come back. Exactly. So, should be an interesting game. I mean, again, you're sitting at 2-3.
If Andy Reid said, hey, I can take one play from each one of you guys and I can put it in the game plan, or I can deliver it to the guys, what would it be?
You can I would say that. I don't know what the specific play call is, but I'm just saying more power runs for Pops and Kareem, and that's double team blocks, having guys pull it and get up to the second level. But every time you see that, I mean, it usually turns out pretty well. I mean, they haven't broken anything yet, but you saw Pops. I mean, at least he got more than 10 yards, and it was it was just huge between Kingsley and Creed. They just wiped out the lineman, and then somebody got the linebacker, and then Pops comes flying through.
I think, honestly, to piggyback on what you just said, Lou, I don't really want to see them break free for a long one. Just do another, get 5 yards of carry, get 5-6 yards of carry. You know what I'm saying? Make the secondary.
Yeah, but in order to get 5 or 6 yards of carry, you have to have a few runs of like.
That's what I'm saying.
15,
that's what I'm saying.
20. Like, you're not going to break every one, but you want to have a chance to.
Exactly. At least pop some out. Make the secondary respect you, though. You know what I'm saying? 5-6 runs. Couple first downs. I'm talking about them back to back runs.
Safety start peeking. Yeah, start creeping that safety.
Then Worthy and
scrimmage.
Exactly.
I said no matter what, man, throw it up to Thornton. He always open. If you got protection, just throw it up. You know what I mean? Throw it up there.
You guys are getting drunk off of like 4 or 5 plays.
No, I'm just saying he's always open. Even Pro Football Focus said this as well. But I'll say, if you have time, find that man and say, get a band of ball, man.
He's certainly getting used to Patrick on the broken plays. I think he's starting to understand it. Just keep moving, keep running, find the open spot. And I think you saw that, and that's typically where he excels.
That's a good point, though. Like,
now the one was against Baltimore. He ran kind of like an in-breaking route for the touchdown. I'd love to see more of that. But the bottom line is, again, I've been saying it, broken record. If we're going to run Pops and Kareem, let's run some power. Not every time, but let's run more power and more under center stuff.
Yeah, because you don't want to be too complacent, since, like I said, the defense coordinator, they pay attention to what you're doing. You keep doing the same shit, they're going to be predictable. Just like the Eagles. The Eagles are very predictable now.
I'd like to see Thornton, catch one in stride, because I feel like he's either already in the end zone or He just goes straight to the ground when he's catching those deep balls. I like to see him try and catch one in stride.
Yeah, I like to see that as well, and see that speed from Baylor, man. Hey, the kid is a great man. Hey, I'm just hoping to see more for it. And then you say you're not putting everything on Xavier Worthy. He's already dealing with injuries. I just want to see Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and everybody on the same field at the same time, right? And Rice, at the same time too. So if yeah, the best wide receiver in the league. I'm just saying. I've been calling it.
Man haven't touched the field yet.
He's still gonna get his 17
next week, right? Next week he'll be
he putting up 500 yards next week, guys.
He'll be in the building Monday.
So with that said, guys, we want to thank you guys for watching. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy your Red Friday. We will have a pregame or a countdown show. If Mango is, I don't think he'll be. Will you be available? Or no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but, I'll be around. Yeah.
So we'll do a countdown show with me, Mango, and Coach Dre, and get you guys all ready for the Chiefs Sunday night football game here in Kansas City, man. Where I think they're gonna blow them out 51-17. Chiefs. What
are the Lions gonna do?
Lions die.
Both lines. O-line, D-line. Coach,
nasty,
what are they going to do?
They're going to get nasty,
baby. Nasty, man.
They're going to get nasty, baby.
Bring that to the stadium. Anybody out there, if you're going to the game, let's bring that energy.
We get nasty. I'm talking about Louisiana nasty.
Please.
I'm talking about 90s
until he shits.
That's right.
All right, guys. We see you guys Sunday night.